Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of House of Millennium.
Alright, so we're back here at GSG Customs. Ozzy, what are you working on today?
On a Type R, TC2.
What's going on with it?
Pretty much just a clean up, bonnet, front bar, rebar, and just a couple of new pieces like badges.
You know, every time I come here, it gets busier and busier.
Yeah, it's freaking busy.
How many projects you got on at the moment?
More than 5.
1 to 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly all resprays. But yeah, the SVD is more custom work, so it's all wide body.
Yep. So the reason for my visit today is I'm dropping off the MX-5. This one needs a bit of work. This model came straight from Japan. As you can see, it has a bit of UV damage or just really bad clear coat.
Yeah.
So can you please work your magic and fix this up for me?
Yeah, no worries.
So essentially, I did a video call out where I essentially called the customer, did a video call with them, and I asked them to do a certain set of things. I asked them to check a few things if there were any leaks or anything like that. At that stage of time, there was no leaks. Essentially, I was like, okay, so it seems the system does work, but something has failed, so it might have been a mechanical issue. So we requested that the car was towed instead of me going to a call out, as the call out would have actually not really solved any issue. So the car was towed over here and it was inspected. Essentially the clutch had movement, but the clutch was not returning to original position. So I identified the issue to either be one or two things, which is either the pressure plate or the clutch fork failure, which is common on these cars. So this is a G3 Subaru Impreza WRX with 5-speed manual. So I've seen on these models that this clutch fork fails. Basically, it either splits from the fork here, or if not, the ball section there, as you can see here. So one or the other tends to fail. That's usually after a heavy-duty clutch replacement as well. It fails usually due to fatigue.
So Derrick, can we fix it?
Can we fix it? Of course we can.
How?
So we're replacing the fork with this one. So it'll be a genuine fork. Upon inspection on the clutch as well, it has worn down a fair bit. So we are also replacing the clutch, and we're also just machining the flywheel because we're going to be reusing the flywheel in this situation. This is our clutch assembly. This doesn't look too bad, but the wear on the actual clutch plate itself is a bit of wear. When looking from the top, there is actually a wear indicator on the side, and it's actually past that wear indicator. So in this situation, we're going to be replacing the clutch as well. You can see from the stud here, that's the indicator. So now I should just call him, ask him, does he want me to replace it? Because I don't have to. So I just wanted to check, make sure it's all good.
Upgrade from that one to that one?
They're identical. It doesn't look too bad. Just checking out the surface here, it looks fine. There's a heat spot on this. There's not many heat spots on this, so this might be okay to reuse. So it's completely optional for him to, if he wants to change the clutch as well.
Alright guys, so today we're working on a Toyota Landcruiser. Previously this customer brought this car to us. It was actually in the worst condition, so the whole dash was just all taken apart. Everything was just bare, like this car was in the worst state possible. So the customer brought this car to us to find the following faults and try to rectify them. So currently this car has no speedo. The speedo would just play up the tachometer as well. No data display on the kilometers on the dash whatsoever. Fuel gauge not even working. Sub-tank fuel, that's not even working either. Mirrors are not working. You can't move the mirrors whatsoever, so you have to manually adjust them. And the indicator stalk not returning back to its neutral position after you turn. So that's the list for today. So we'll see how we go. Nice. Before we test any job, we're just going to do a few pre-checks. So all we have to do is just take a few photos around the exterior of the car and interior, just to make sure we don't cause any damage or the existing damage was already there. At first glance, after removing the cluster, we noticed some of the connector pins, there's a bit of corrosion there. So this indicates this was water damage at some point. So we're just going to go over the whole printed circuit board, make sure everything else is not corroded. Make sure the connection is good, plug it back in and go for on-road tests. Taking a closer look, we did notice someone has actually tampered with this cluster. So this cable here is actually not genuine. So what they did was they just bridged it here and soldered it onto here. Most likely just get the illumination or dash lights to work. So somewhere along here there's a break in the cable, but this is just a cheap, little hack or band-aid fix. No, honestly, yeah, we actually have to do this. To tell if the electronic board is still good or not, you actually have to smell it. So if you smell like a sour, tangy smell, then that usually indicates the printed circuit board is actually just fried. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's good. All right guys, so for this Landcruiser, unfortunately this issue is a lot bigger than we anticipated. From what it looks like, this whole car was slapped together with different parts from different year, make and models. So unfortunately, for us to actually rectify the issue, the whole dash will have to come out and we will actually have to pinpoint the wiring harness cable to cable. The reason for that is because this wiring harness, every single cable behind the harness, behind the cluster, it's all one color, so this is a big job. So unfortunately, we told the customer we can't hold on to the car for this long just because we have a lot of jobs on in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we ended up recommending him to go to a Hilux/Landcruiser specialist.
Alright, so we just finished up with this GS300. We basically had to repair the whole full kit that he imported all the way from Russia. So when they do that, what they have to do is actually chopped up the side skirts and the front lip. So each side skirt came in 2 pieces and the front lip came in 2 pieces as well. So what I had to do was blend it together from behind and then fill in the face of it and get it smooth again. Then after that, we had to cut it back a bit just to make sure that when it fits on the bumper and fits on the side skirt, that part that we filled in wasn't raised, so we had to cut that back. We did offer him for us to wrap them black or carbon fiber or whatever, but he's told us to hold off. He's coming soon, so can't wait to get his reaction on it. But nah, man, pretty stoked.
I like this a lot,
Yeah.
man.
Like,
like
one issue I had was because I had to feel the crack, like the cut from behind,
Yeah.
But I had to grind a lot of that section back just to make sure it sit flush because at the
I
side it
had-
was bulging a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I don't know with the cut over here. Like it was, I feel like it was a little janked up in sort of sense, but
Yeah, it was. So I had to grind back a lot of it. But
that
we
is
got the
good,
shape
though.
right.
Nah, I'm
Like,
not gonna lie.
yeah.
You did f***ing amazing with this thing, dude.
Nah, appreciate it, bro.
Like,
Dude, you know how hard your front bar is to pull off?
yeah, no, this is the thing. I
it's
had a
cooked, man.
feeling. Yeah, no, I had a feeling because I feel like these are the problem over here.
These, and then there's like these two nuts here as well.
Yeah, I was gonna, I was at one point gonna remove the bumper. I didn't know, like, I didn't want to touch it, to be honest.
It was a mission. And I pull a lot of bumpers.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was. It was a
Your
hard
side
time.
skirts, the part that I had to chop, it's the part that flares out on your stock ones.
Yeah.
Because these were slightly shorter, so I couldn't slip them straight over.
Right.
And I had to like cut out a bit here and there to make sure it slips in.
And that's why. Okay.
Also, that like trim you had here, had to slice that off as well because it kept hitting it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I told you it was full send.
Yeah, so I had to pull your exhaust obviously for that.
Nah, too easy, bro. It's gonna get replaced anyway.
But these aren't, they weren't cut up. They're actually separate pieces because they didn't line up.
Yeah.
So I was like,
it was
oh.
it's 3 pieces.
3 pieces,
Originally though, because in the photos, I think the genuine one, it's molded, so it's a whole one lip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But then when they made the replica,
Yeah, but with most companies
the
when they
mold.
make the replica, they always cut it into 3 pieces.
Yeah, gotcha.
But they really just don't mold it together unless you're picky about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not really too picky. You don't really see it too much.
You can't really tell, no.
Yeah, and it blends in really well too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No,
how?
I'm just happy that I was able to get it all on without
Yeah.
like using any silicone. 'Cause,
That's
like,
amazing. Dude.
you're gonna pull it off and paint.
Yeah,
wrap,
it's gonna get pulled off
whatever you
anyway.
need to do. Yeah.
We got more work to do on this thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Key, man. I want to see it when it's all like one color, you know.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I already got the color already in mind. I like this a lot. Oh, you really?
It's so cool. Like you can see it, yeah,
You
but you
see
can't
it, but
feel
you
it,
don't
bro.
feel
You
it.
don't
That's
feel
the
it.
that's the crazy
That's
part.
the crazy part. Yeah.
That's the crazy part about it.
This line here, like I drew it so that I knew where to like screw on the inside.
Oh,
that I
yeah,
wanted
so
to
just
show,
tap ins,
So
yeah.
if you ever need to take it off, just self tap is
Yeah,
holding
too
it.
easy.
But like it actually slides on really tight.
That's good. Nah, that is perfect.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
You do a better one. That connection, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. I'll see you again next week. Bye.